Mr. Sharma, how much have you collected by way of, you're not the State Bank of India, but in terms of the records which you have, what is the extent of the total quantum of electoral bonds which have been subscribed since the beginning?
That's in a sealed cover, my lord. So we have not opened that cover at all, because that was directed, this honorable court had directed that to be in the sealed cover. And my lords, if my lord desires that sealed cover is there, my lords can have peruse it, my lords. But we've not opened it, my lords. We can.
Mr. Sharma,
Yes.
actually, the details of the bonds are available with you. Total quantum of bonds is available with you. Quantum of bonds given to the,
Yes, my lords.
that is there. So do we get any particular data, and is the data up to date? That is still at least till March 23?
No, my lords, that's not there, my lords, with us. We have only till, in fact, there was a query by this honorable court, my lords. I went through the record, my lord. There was one order passed by this honorable court, which my lords had read 13 and 14 paragraph of 2019 judgment, my lords, separately. We took it as if it's to be read jointly, my lords.
No, it was very.
But my lords, I may just point out.
13 relates to data as of the date of the order. But it didn't freeze the data which you had to maintain as of the date of the order. You have to continue to collect the data.
Just, my lords, if my lords will kindly see.
Mr. Sharma, you should have asked for
Order passed in
clarification.
2021.
You never came back to us to ask us whether we want
May I just point
continuing
out-
data or frozen data as of the date of the interim.
The occasion could not arise, my lords, because of the order passed by this honorable court subsequently on 26th of March 2021, and my lords will find that in the, my lords, at page, kindly, my lords, it's a EB final, my lords, which was filed by the petitioners, my lords, and that's at page 34, my lords. That was passed in one of the interlocutory applications filed by the petitioner, my lords.
This was an application for stay, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Because a fresh window was opening up
That's right.
and Mr. Prashant Bhushan sought a stay at that stage.
That's right.
On collection of any further amounts
That's right.
and,
That's right.
you know, and the distribution of any further electoral bonds.
That's right. Absolutely. And para 19, it says that as far as the information to the Election Commission is concerned, the interim order passed by this court on 12/4/2019 takes care of the same. In the reply filed by Election Commission on 3/2/2020 to IA number so and so of 2019, it is stated by them that Election Commission of India has received seal covers from various political parties, national, state, and registered and unregistered parties in annexure C1 to the reply filed by Election Commission of India, provided the list of political parties who have filed necessary details as per the order dated 12/4/2019, the date on which Election Commission of India received. Lords, so, my lords, perhaps, my lords, this may be a reason, my lords, that, but we are, my lords, we bow down, my lords. If there is any direction, we'll provide it, my lords. There's no difficulty on that. And, my lords, the order.
Got the data. You should have got the data when you are coming to the court.
If I may say, my lords, if my lords will kindly also see para 13 and 14 once again, my lords. For
Please, Mr. Sharma, this is not what was, we read out that order that day, prima facie. All of us had expressed the view and we expected you to come back with that data.
We can provide it during the, maybe in a short time, I'll instruct the commission that.
And is the data right up till 2023, March 23 now available?
We'll seek the data from all the political parties, because it has to have a detail, my lords.
What's the time limit when the data is to be given every year?
My lords,
every financial year it's to be given? What's the time limit for, what's the deadline for that?
Data is not to be given, my lords.
So, with regard to the returns filed?
Annual, yes, my lords.
When is that to be given?
My lords, before the financial year, my lords, ends.
That means 2024.
That's right.
31st March 2024.
6 months before that.
6 months?
6 months after the financial year, my lords.
So 6 months are over? September they got over? So you must have got the data?
It was not the data, my lord. That's what I'm trying to say.
Whatever
only the quantum.
Up to 31st of March 22, you have any, 31st of March 23, you have the data.
Yeah, we have, my lords, but
you would have the data or ought to have the data.
It's only the total quantum, my lords, not the.
Right, you will have the total quantum,
yes,
quantum of electoral bonds.
That will have, my lords.
And what is the bifurcation between different political parties?
Because that
Yes,
Has to
sir.
be,
Has
because
to
it's
be.
like-
We'll have to collate all with all the, yes, we'll
Because
have
the
that.
parties have to give you separate
the-
contribution
all
reports.
the recognized political parties, my lords, and registered, whether registered or not, because we
So
have,
we'll have a look at your data. You can
Yes,
trace the
Mr.
data. Now tell us one thing. What was the basis on which the Election Commission had raised an objection to the scheme?
because,
Can you tell us what the nature of your objection
yes,
was?
kindly see, my lords, there are two letters that we had written, my lords, to the Ministry of Law, my lords. Kindly see these letters. There are two letters which are dated 15th of March.
But I didn't deal with that submission, my lord. But I have the original file with me.
Yes.
RBI and EC, Lord, after the correspondence, after their letters, Lord, there were meetings and meetings, and thereafter, my lord, a consensus decision was taken. There were meetings after the letters, my lord. If your lordship would like to peruse, I can show that file, my lord. Original file is here. But that's not an end of the matter. We thereafter discussed
that happened.
their concerns were taken care of. Their misgivings were, it was at the highest level. The meetings were attended by the governor and minister, etc.
Look, that's come out in the rejoinder of the union also, yes. That there were meetings which happened after the deliberation notes.
So what was your objection and to what extent was it assuaged?
One of the concern that we had, my lords, is that there are three categories, basically, my lords are aware. One is below 2000, the other is between 2 to 20, and the third is, my lords, I am not talking about the electoral bond for a moment, my lords. I'm talking about the general contributions which happen, my lords. So there are broadly three categories: below 2K, between 2 to 20, and above 20, my lords. Now, as far as, my lords, above 20 is concerned, it is to be done mandatorily by way of ECS, my lords, either demand draft check or ECS, my lords. So that's not an issue. We get the entire details. My lords, as far as these other previous two categories are concerned, my lords, less than 2000, my lords, it can be done in cash and there are no details about it. We are mostly concerned with the second category, my lords, that is between 2000 to 20,000. Now that there is no provision given either. It can be done by cash, it can be done by ECS, it can be done by check or draft notes.
No, but it was said that after amendment to 2017
Please.
under the Income Tax Act,
Please, Mr.
if it is between 2 and 20, then it will be treated as income, which is not allowable, which will be then taxable in their hands.
Please, Mr. So income tax has that, but vis-a-vis income tax, the RP Act, lots 29C, that amendment or that change,
You have not, under your rules, you have not made made a stipulation.
it has not happened.
It has not been stipulated that between 2 and 20, you please specify. And is there any also a rule with regard to multiple payments by the same person?
No, my lords. There is no rule as such.
There's no rule as
There is
such.
no rule. Any person says.
But do you have data with regard to 2 and above 2 and between 20?
My lords, we don't have a data. That's the difficulty because
You have data below 20.
above
Quantum-
20, of course, my lords, we have it.
Above 20, you have the particulars. Below 20, it's just the lump sum amount.
That's, my lords, we receive a contribution report, my lords, every year. Now, in that contribution report, we get the quantum as to how much in total a particular political party has received the amount above 20. Now, what?
And have you made any study or analysis of the data of dealing with the corporate bonds and how it's impacted the funding of political parties?
I'm not aware, my lords. I don't think, my lords, but I'll have to seek instructions. I don't think. I'll have to seek instructions on that. I don't know whether there has been some ongoing study on that or not, my lords.
Now, volume 4, page 467 was your letter of 26th of May 2017.
Please, my lords.
In what manner were these concerns assuaged?
Lords, kindly, if my lords will see this 26th of May, my lords. The first is, my lords, about that section that I just spoke about, my lords, section 29C, that we wanted that same principle, same provision which is there in IT Act to be brought into 29C so that we also get to know, my lords. So that was one concern, my lords, which we had highlighted. And which is now, my lords, contribution above 2K is now included, should be included, my lords, in 29C. So that, my lords, there will be a proper quantification as to how much is in that bracket, how much is coming with a particular political party as a donation, which we don't which we don't have as of now. There is no breakup of that. We only get the total amount, that this is the amount which we have got in that particular category. So we have no data on that, my lords. And we don't know the source also.
Well, the data as of
The latest, till
The latest.
the last, yes.
as of 31st of March 2023 and submitted to us.
We'll do that, please. We'll do that.
And in fact, you can even give it to us, say up to the 30th of September if there's data.
Till the latest, plus whatever we have, till the last that we
You
have,
won't be having, you'll have
we'll
to
have to
either,
require belows till the last that the
either
political.
you
parties
get
have
it
done.
from the political
Please,
parties
Lord.
or you'll get it from the
State Bank of India.
State Bank of India.
Either of two.
We'll not ask SBI to reveal the identities of the donors at this stage. That nobody is interested in at the present stage. But we would like the order we said the just and proper interim direction would be to require all political parties who have received donations through electoral bonds to submit to the Election Commission of India in a seal cover detailed particulars of the donors as against each bond. The donors is also come in there. The amount of each such bond and the full particulars of the credit received against each such bond. So you give us the data that you have up to 30th of September.
That can be Milods, because the details of the donor, that's why in seal cover Milods. Otherwise, Milods, data can be, the quantum can be given.
Just show us what you have got up to now, up to 19.